Hello agents, welcome back to Satellite Reign 0.4. If you remember from the last mission, we are now in the industrial sector trying to take over this area. And in this mission, we are going after the bank of this sector. This bank's a little bit different than the other one. Rather than being in the corner, this one's kind of right in the middle. But the idea is going to be pretty much the same, as we got to get into a certain area and break in. Now, the idea here is... I'm starting with the idea that I'm going to try to use the Infiltrator a lot more where appropriate to sneak him into things. And since he's least likely to set off the alarms, he's the natural choice. With him, along with the hacker, should be able to get into most places. Now, there are going to be places that it's going to take a little bit of brute force, and that's where 1 and 2 will come in. But for the most part, I'm going to try to use the Infiltrator as much as possible and keep the shooting down to a minimum, because I don't want to run out of ammunition, and I really don't want to run into the heavy weapons and heavily shielded guys. So we're going to go ahead and make our way down to the bank. I did notice that there's a respawn point here, so we're going to go ahead and open it up, just because we don't turn away from those. So we may need them later on to with our next upgrades. Alright, so when we first get here, I thought this was going to be a pretty simple hack the computer, get the guy through, and all sorts of things. So that was my first impression on this. With the ATM, I obviously wanted to hit it first, just in case we set off any alarms that I can run. So there's the front, the door I need to get through. So it's a pretty small place from this angle, but the trick was to figure out how to get through that door. I mean, I could have used the Infiltrator just to run through there with the cloak, but I decided not to try that, and I wanted to see more about what was going on. So what I was doing here was setting up 3. I didn't know if these guards were actually going to move, so I was going to set 3 up with the, since he has the silenced weapon, the sniper rifle, I was going to use him across the street to shoot these guards and take care of them. unfortunately, the security camera over here picked me up or something, and so now I'm having to deal with that. So I wanted to, and this guy's going to call his friend, so I have to take care of that. And the very thing I wanted to avoid is now happening, so we have to take care of this firefight first. The thing to notice is the guys in the background are shooting at me, so be careful of the security guards back there. They're firing randomly at people, so, and they have looks like some high-tech weapons, and plasma weapons or whatever. So just be careful of the civilians or civilian security or whatever, because you could get surrounded. I don't know what that was about, but it appears we have some inner fighting going on between the gangs in this area. So at this point, I was like, oh crap, the doors doesn't work. I'm gonna have to, there's a second door around here somewhere, so I had to start looking around for it.
Authorities contacted. Authorities contacted.
Since I didn't know where the second door was, I decided to back off for a moment and take my guns, put my guns away so my wanted level would go back down. And here comes the reinforcements, so I decided to get out of there. Even though I don't have any wanted level, or they have no idea that it was me that did it, I decided to back off. I had to laugh about this part because they decided to, you know, I have no wanted level, they have no idea who did it, and these jackasses just decided to throw a grenade in the middle of the street into a bunch of civilians. They're like, well, that's typical. So just be careful. You know, I don't know what the logic is on some of these guys, but they obviously don't care about who they kill. So I'm still looking for the second door opener, and then I finally found it. I wasn't sure if that's what it was, but I decided to give it a click and see what happened. And not use 3 to do it, since he's the one that's going to go in. door is now open. And of course the drone immediately saw me because when I ran in, I was uncloaked. So I don't know how I got away here, but I did. I think since I turned the corner really quick, the drone wasn't able to follow me. Neither was the security camera. So it went back to just following the guy who never saw me. So I was able to get away, and they went back to normal. So at this point, I'm just staying hidden the entire time, and magically the door opens, but the security guards don't seem to notice that kind of thing. So luckily here, that crawler thing had walked past me before I came out the door. Otherwise, he probably would have jumped on me. And so I went the wrong way, and now I had to come back, but I had to get through the security guards. Doors open, so time to make a mad dash for the door, and hopefully that crawler thing doesn't jump on me. And we're out. So that's how you do the mission. It's not real hard, especially when you figure out the second door, where the second door opener is. But it is a lot of fun to sneak around in there and see if you can do it without getting caught. So thanks for watching.